Welcome to this video where I'm talking about a company called Phillips 66. Now on this channel, I help you navigate information to help you predict the future. We're saying the stock market is nothing more than a bunch of information for you to navigate between and to understand things and to potentially predict outcomes. That's what it's all about. So this company in question, they are an oil and gas company, again called Phillips 66, and the reason for picking them out is because if I look at the S&P oil and gas sector here, you can see in the last 6 months they're all up quite significantly. APA Corp is up 87%, ConocoPhillips 39%, and the list continues. If we go down the list, you'll see a company here called Occidental Petroleum, 78% in 6 months, and below it is the company in question, Phillips 66. Now they're up only 14%. Why? That doesn't make any sense. That stands out to me. And today I want to pick around that question and understand what on earth is going on. Now they're an oil and gas company. If you look at the crude oil prices over the last year or so, I think it's absolutely rocketed over the last 6 months, particularly with the war in Ukraine. So what is going on there? If we look at the first company, Occidental, we're saying they have exposure to Oman and the UAE, whereas Phillips 66 does not. They're primarily a US-based company. Middle East, US. Now if you look at the size of the companies, Occidental is 26 billion in revenue per year, Phillips 66 is 1.3 billion per year. That doesn't really make a difference, but we're saying a smaller company can respond to change better than the larger company. Generally speaking, it's a factor to consider. Phillips 66 in the last 5 days is up almost 8%, whereas Occidental is up 1.9%. Fine, so there's a bit of a gain there. Why? And if we look at the oil prices over the last 5 days, it's actually come down. So is there a correlation between US, Middle East, oil prices coming down, share prices going up and down? That's what we're here to answer. Biden has just announced the largest release of oil reserves in an effort to curb gasoline prices. If oil prices remain high, gasoline prices remain high, more profits for a company like Exxon and Shell. What's going on with Exxon and Shell? In the last month, Exxon are up 4%, Shell are up 8%. Okay, fine. If you look at the charts, they move almost the same as one another. Okay, let's put all four together. Exxon, Occidental, Phillips 66 and Shell. Now you can see here Phillips 66, the company in question, is up almost 6% on the week, where the rest are quite flat. List of oil transportation companies in the USA. Now these big companies here, Halliburton, Schlumberger, oil and gas equipment. There's two companies in this sector. There's oil and gas, the people who are actually getting stuff out of the ground, and then the oil and gas equipment providers. Companies like Schlumberger and Halliburton, huge companies. If you look at the revenues for these companies, we're saying they are 24 billion US dollars, roughly a piece. Okay, fine. So let's have a look at the smaller companies, the Russell 2000 oil and gas index. Over the last 5 days, if we scroll down, they're relatively flat until I get to this company right in the middle called Nyse Services Inc., the one right in the middle, up 23% in the last 5 days. Now, what's going on here? Now, if we look at this company over the last 6 months, we're saying the share price has absolutely rocketed on March the 3rd, 2022. Why? What's going on there? If we look at what happened over the 5 days after that, we're saying the share price is up 349%. What's going on? What's happening? If we look at the fourth quarter results, they weren't released until the 7th. So what could have triggered that off? Now, just as an idea, this company, nyse Services, are a much smaller company, 500 employees, compared to Phillips 66, 10,000 employees, compared to Schlumberger, one of the big companies, 100,000 employees. Now, what we're saying in this context, we're saying nyse Services are also a US-based company. They've got a small operation in Europe, but they're mostly based in the US. So is there a correlation between the rise in nyse Services, the rise in Phillips 66, and the fact that these companies are mainly US-based companies? That's what I'm very interested in. So if we put all 5 companies together, Exxon, Nyse, Occidental, Phillips 66, and Shell over the last 5 days, you can see what it is I'm actually talking about here. Now from here on out, I'm very interested in what's going to happen with Biden and releasing these oil reserves to curb gasoline prices, and particularly the share prices of Exxon and Shell. Now, if the gas prices come down, technically Shell and Exxon prices should also come down. If those prices remain the same or even go higher, then I'd be slightly concerned, because it would make sense that if gas is cheaper, then those companies would actually make less money. So again, we're looking for the correlation between different things in the markets to help us understand what on earth is going on. And going forwards on this channel, these companies do deserve a deeper dive. So as always, stay tuned for more, and thank you for watching.
See the wizard, wonderful, isn't it?